This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. I told you, boy, we brolic up in this mug, dog. We ain't these Rudy Poo and these plum brains out here in these streets. We put in that work. Anyways, on to the video. What did I tell y'all about LeBron James, man? I told y'all, this cat, man. Now, hey, they just got him. They just got that embarrassing loss against the New Orleans Pelicans. My bad, New Orleans Pelicans. I'm gonna say that again. Damn. See, I'm old school with this. Can't help it. They got this embarrassing loss, and look what LeToxic environment said. You know, and now I even have my real G's out here in these NBA streets. I'm not gonna mention the name. I'm gonna keep it nameless because me and this cat, we've had respectful agrees to disagrees, and I don't want this thing to go where it shouldn't go. But this is the stuff that I'm trying to tell you. The truth that I deliver is cold-hearted, man. It's unadulterated, and it's cutthroat at the highest levels, and it offends folks. But the truth is not meant to make friends, man. The truth is meant to be delivered in a punishment style. It's meant to be delivered, you know what I'm saying, in a tactical, verbal aggression. It's meant to be delivered in technical, verbal placement. It's meant to be delivered in body, verbal work, punishment style. Because when it's delivered, it's supposed to go deep right in between whatever lie and cut right through that bad boy, man. It's like a double-edged sword. And that's what I do when I deliver these truths. I'm coming in to deliver that double-edged sword. I don't got time for these Rudy Poo and these plum brains out here in these streets. I told y'all, I'm not here to make friends on YouTube. I'm here to deliver a message, a truth-telling message. And look what I've been saying. Everything that I've been saying, if you see it, is systematically evolving. It's systematically opening the door into what? A storytelling event. Everything that I'm saying is unraveling exactly the way that I'm saying. That's why I tell you guys, buckle your seatbelts, enjoy this ride, and go on the journey that I'm leading you on. Because I'm leading you into a reprogramming journey so that you guys can come out here in these streets and become true and proper basketball purists. We don't got time for the nonsense out here. We have to expose the buffoonery for what it is. Look. This is the stuff Kevin Durant was talking about. I'm going to say it again. KD Trade 5, a.k.a. Durantula. The LeToxic environment. This man is toxic as fuck. He's calling out his teammates. You know why? Because the AD trade didn't go down. Shout outs to Richie Rich. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, man. He always be pointing out these little gems and say, hey, throw that in one of these videos. So shout outs to him. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. Magic Johnson didn't know what world he put himself into by getting this dude on the team. This guy can go, man. If I was Magic Johnson, I'd find a way to get him out of there, because what Magic Johnson is learning is these LMR schemes and the plots and the twists. How can Phil Jackson coach this team when he was offended by that whole posse thing? He took that out of context. He made it into a racial thing when really Phil Jackson was focusing on the context or the connotation of basketball. This shows you this guy's brain cells is not clicking on all cylinders. He wants to be in every little thing, yet he doesn't have the wherewithal. It's another word. Add that to your vocabulary. He doesn't have the wherewithal or the know-how to be able to speak on these things. He's a basketball player. Know your role, know your lane, and stay in your damn place. I'm going to say it again. Know your role, know your lane, and stay in your damn place. There's nothing wrong with that. MJ understood that, and that's why MJ is as successful as he is. Kobe understood that. That's why he is successful as he is. Everybody can't be no damn Martin Luther King. Everybody can't be no Malcolm X out here in these streets. And LeBron James is far from that. Anyone that thinks that is brain full of mush and brainwash at the highest levels. They are dodo heads at the highest levels. And that's the truth of the fact of the matter. I told you guys, man, if you guys follow this story that I'm telling, you'll see every dot is connecting. This is a LeToxic as fuck environment. And this is the stuff that we have to sit there and deal with on a constant. These teammates, their morale has already been destroyed. It's already been demoralized. It's already been demolished. And when I'm sitting here and pointing out the obvious, the commonest sense, because I have leagues and worlds of this damn thing. When I'm sitting here and pointing it out, and now I'm getting called out by real G's out here in these streets. Because I called out Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I'm going to call his ass out again. Again, his NBA black card has been revoked at the highest levels. And he better come back like a Scottie Pippen and rescind that bullshit. Because if he doesn't, he's going to stay in the black card revoked list. I said it, and I'll say it again. If I have to single-handedly be the only one here on YouTube that has the gall to say these things, I will say it. Because you got to call out the nonsense for what it is, man. How are you going to sit here and demand from your teammates because you want to save face and make the playoffs? We know what time it is. We know your ass ain't going to make the playoffs. So you're trying to throw these teammates under the bus, rile up your La Brigade, rile up your La Fort Knox, and have these LeBron James or LBJ apologists or LeBron James or LBJ stands rile the hell up so they can say, you see, it's not LeBron's fault. They didn't put no team behind him. That same bullshit excuse we keep seeing over and over and over again. It's like an old record that keeps playing, man. You know what I'm saying? You getting tired and tired of it over and over again because it's the same shit. It's like insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So people now want to be mad at Kevin Durant for stating the obvious. I'm glad Kevin Durant said that in 2018. He had every right to say that damn thing because it's the truth. We're seeing the truth unravel before our eyes. And people need to what? Take the blinders off of their eyes. And if people listen to what I'm saying, follow this story that I'm telling, they'll see that everything that I'm saying, the dots are connecting. And if I have to lose even some of my real G's out here in these NBA streets, I'm going to do that again. If I have to lose even some of my real G's out here in these NBA streets. Because listen, I don't got time to sit here and be all kiki with people. I don't got time to sugarcoat facts. The real ones out here in these NBA streets, they going to fucks with me and they going to ride with me regardless. I'm like a turtle, man. I'm not the status quo YouTubers out here that flip-flop and try to run up their fan base and tell them what they want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. I'm going to say that again. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. Because you know what is good about the truth? People will always respect your morals and your ethics. Because you know what? You stay consistent. That's what separates me from these flip-floppers. I'm not going to tell you something because it sounds good. Because it's status quo. I told you, cats. I'm not a regular dude. I don't think regular and I don't reside in regular realms. So how am I going to sit here and have regular conversation? Me and regular, we don't even go in the same definition. We don't even go in the same breath. Mind you, I don't even know why I'm saying the word because it doesn't fit me. It doesn't suit me. So when I'm sitting here and I'm delivering you that comprehension and that $1 million game about this fool, that's the la fool, the la nonsense, the la not chosen one. You better sit there like a turkey. You better gobble that damn thing up. That's what I'm talking about here. Look what happened last night. Last night is a clear-cut example of what Kevin Durant has been saying and a clear-cut example of what I've been saying time and time again. The man is LeToxic as fuck. His environment, everything about him is filled with schemes and plots. And this is the guy everyone thinks Phil Jackson is going to go and coach? He couldn't even handle the posse comment. Come on now. Y'all need to wake up and smell the coffee, man. Y'all got to see the truth when it's right in front of you. This is why Kareem Abdul-Jabbar gets the biggest higgity hush of the fucking day. Because of the fact that he sat there and uttered the nonsense. We could see where it's coming from. Kareem is jealous that his name is not mentioned in the likes of the greatest of all time. I consider him in my pantheon of greatness. But he's not getting the accolade. Because remember, he was the greatest high school player. He was the greatest college player. And hence he felt he should also be the greatest NBA player. And he is to a lot of people. But he's just not over MJ. And I think he feels some type of way about that. He's slighted. Two, there's been people mentioning Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell in higher regards to him. And I think he feels some type of way about that. So we got to call a spade a what? A fucking spade, man. We got to see these things for what they are. And now LeBron James plays for who? Purple and gold. Who is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar working with? Isn't he also in the Lakers organization? Come on, man. We got to see this stuff for what it is, man. We can't sit here and allow ourselves to be beguiled. We can't sit here and allow ourselves to be bamboozled. When the truth is being delivered to you, you have to see it. Because you can choose to be blind like these other people out here in these streets. And I'll accept that. But don't come in here and tell me now I need to change my narrative. That's not ever happening. And I don't care if you one of my G's out here in these streets. I will check you. They don't call me Mr. Checks for no reason. Because I do what's called checks and balances like the U.S. government. I don't got time to be sitting here and catering to people. You know, it's like people want their cake and want to eat it too. They like my messages when it suits them. There's going to be times where my message is going to make you uncomfortable. Because guess what? That's what truth telling is all about. It's never there to sit there and make you comfortable. It's there to make you uncomfortable, whether you want to hear it or not. So all you need to do, and it's real simple, if that video or that message is not a message that the delivery is of your liking, then don't watch the video. It's that simple, man. Don't sit there and comment on my page and say, oh, you know, man, you need to take back what you said. And no, higgity freaking hush. That's not happening. I don't ever take back what I said because whatever I say comes off the dome. I told you it's a gift. I'm not sitting here. I'm like Jay-Z. I'm one take. I don't write stuff down. So when I deliver it, that means at that time, that's exactly what's meant to be said at that time. And I'm not taking it back. So understand that. When you see I call this LeTrash out for who he truly is, it's the truth. It's not a hate against LeBron James. I don't even know the guy. I don't care about him in that regard. The guy don't pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? I could care less about him outside of the basketball court. But if I'm judging him at the levels that he truly belongs on, which is when it comes to basketball, he ain't no freaking MJ 2-3. He ain't no damn KB 2-4. And someone has to call it out for what it is. He's the greatest of all trolls. I'm going to say it again. He is the greatest of all trolls. And that's his true and his proper level. And if people want to sit here and say that's hate or that's troll, then think whatever you want to think, man. It is what it is. But you could see there's a yearning for this type of delivery and message that I'm giving. There's a lot of folks out here that want to hear what I'm saying because it's a breath of fresh air. It's not that nonsense that these media zealots and these LBJ writers media that keeps pumping this LBJ narrative so that they can do what? Brain full of mush and brainwash and dodo head at the highest levels, these LBJ apologists and LBJ stands. We're not trying to do that here. What we're doing, and my message is very clear, is to reprogram these people and make honest basketball purists out of them so they can sound like they have some substantive argument and substantive knowledge when they talk basketball. That is not speaking the same language or garbage out of their heads because they heard it from somebody. And you guys know my motto. I'm the Errol Spence when it comes to YouTube because I keep the foot on the what? On the necks. I'm going to say that again. I keep the foot on the what? On the necks of the Rudy Poo and the Plum Brains, modern day NBA generational fan base out here. Because they need to get it. And if they don't get it, guess what? Art of reciprocation is going to give it to them. So that's all I got to say, man. Take it to the bank. Do whatever you want to do with it. But it is what it is. When the truth comes to you and it's delivered, like UPS, that thing is signed, sealed, and delivered. I told you, I'm the ultimate mailman out here in these streets. This is He Knows His Sport. Checking out.